Hello and welcome to Blockchain Silver, the place where we analyze what in the world is going on in crypto. Today we're going to talk about the Chainlink Breakout. Warning, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It is best to do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and invest based on your opinion of the market. Cryptocurrency markets are highly speculative and may lose value. Be safe out there. So this here is my own formation, and this is what I've been witnessing with Chainlink, and we've just finally broken out of here. We've broken out of that old high of $2.96, and it went past 3. I think it went as high as 309 this morning, and it's been consolidating, but I see some upward action coming for Chainlink for probably about the next 6 or 7 days, starting today, November 13th, 2019. And this is just my opinion. Doesn't mean that it will happen. Just my opinion. All right, so we take this pattern formation, we apply it to Chainlink, went up, and then consolidated for a while, finally broke out, went up, came down, consolidated for a while. It's finally broken out. If you would like some additional information, I did a video on Chainlink about a month ago. I can't believe that it's gotten over 1,000 views. I appreciate everybody sharing my videos. I appreciate every single one of you that shares them and puts comments and does all that stuff. This video here, I was predicting about the end of October to first or second week of November near the end for this price, and we've just finally broken out. This went on for about 9 or 10 days longer, but ultimately I do believe we're going to go to probably $5 Chainlink or more. I do see that coming, but we're just going to get into a few things today with Chainlink. And so Chainlink, now that we've had more time for this to establish, Chainlink is looking like it's following more closely to Ethereum than it is EOS. And so what I believe right now with Chainlink, I believe we're starting this right here. Now this is Ethereum, but I believe we're starting into this right here. And so this is Chainlink today. I just pulled this morning, and it, just like how Ethereum had a high, it came down for about, I think this was about 45 days. Then it went up, consolidated, went up again. Chainlink, same thing, went down for about 2.5 months, about 80 days. Then it came up, consolidated. Now it's finally broken out of there. Same thing with Ethereum, consolidated. And once it finally broke out, it was like 4 days up. Now I'll show you later on in the video. I think this is going to be about 6 or 7 days. It could only be 5, and it could last 8 or 9 days. These patterns, when they play out, they never play out exactly day for day. There usually is a little bit of a variance between the two. And so let's do some math so we can keep this video short. And so now with Ethereum, I'm looking at the high, its old high, which is all this is. This is just this right here. So this Ethereum, or this top in Ethereum, I'm comparing to Chainlink. Then this bottom in Ethereum, I'm comparing to Chainlink. And then this consolidation right here in Ethereum, I'm comparing to Chainlink, and they're looking pretty similar. The price moves are similar. Everything is playing out pretty well. And so Ethereum, a $15 high, that's what it had right here. Ultimately then went down to, I think it was 7 something. But then it went up to 10.12, and then it consolidated. And so with Chainlink, similar thing. $4.23 went down to $1.57. Then it had a high of about 283. And if you take the 283, well, actually, first if you divide the two, so Ethereum, if you divide the $15 of right here and divide it, I'm sorry, I keep going in the wrong direction. If you take the $15 and divide it by 10.12, you get a 1.4822 factor. And so with Chainlink, let's do the same thing. You take the $4.23, divide it by the 283. We get this about a similar factor, about a 1.49 factor. So I use these factors to find out where we're at in the pattern. And I believe with Chainlink, compared to Ethereum, that's about where I believe where we're at. And we can look at these as well. All right, and so with Ethereum, this here is about that $15 mark, and this is Ethereum. $15 mark on March 13th. Then it went down to $7.14 on April 26th. Then it went up to about $10.12. And this is pretty close to exactly what Chainlink is doing. So now Chainlink, this is what Ethereum did. And now you just take the 10.12, you times it by the factor, and you arrive back at the 15. So we just divide the two, we get a factor. And I use these factors, like I said earlier, to find out where we're at. These are really good to find out where you're at in the pattern. So now with Chainlink, you do the same thing. You take the top, divide it by the 283. And so let's do that with Chainlink. About 423. And I know it went higher with CoinMarketCap. This is Chainlink here on CoinMarketCap. Takes 423 and 283. And I know it went higher here. Like I said, these are smooth averages. But it's the same with Ethereum. This is a smooth average as well. And we get about the same. We get about that 1.49, 1.48 factor. And so all this price here is 1.49 of about this price. So if you take this price, times it by 1.48, you go back to the old high of Ethereum. If you take this 2.83, times it by the 1.49 factor, you arrive back at the old high. And so this all played out perfectly. And then we consolidated with Chainlink. Then with Ethereum, this all played out. Then it consolidated, then it went up. Now I'm expecting a similar move for Chainlink. And so now we got the price. Now let's look at the time. And so Ethereum, from March 13th, 2016 to April 26th, 2016, this was about 45 days. And so now we're just taking this from here to here. This was 45 days. And with Chainlink now, from here to here, this was from June 29th, 2019 to September 16th, 2019. It was 80 days. And now, with Chainlink, from here to here, it was 80 days. With Ethereum, this was 45. Chainlink, 80. And so now what took 45 days in Ethereum, now it took 80 days. And so if you divide the two, 80 days divided by 45 days, 1.77 time factor. So what took 45 days with Ethereum, times it by 1.77, and that gets you to 80. So Chainlink is moving about 1.77 times slower. And so now we can take this March 13th time to April 26th. And we can apply it to Chainlink, June 29th to September 16th, about 80 days. And so I know now that with Chainlink, this took 1.77 times longer. And now, so with Ethereum, now that this consolidation is over, this was May 16th, and it went to its old, around its old high. This was May 16th at about 8 in the morning UTC, and then its high was about May 20th at 7:40. They're both 7:49 in the morning. So it was exactly 4 days. And so now with Chainlink, I would expect about something similar, but 4 days times the 1.77. So right before the breakout, this is 9:19 in the morning, November 12th, UTC. And so Ethereum, this was 4 days, times it by the 1.77. What took Ethereum 45 took Chainlink 80, and it comes up to about 7.10 days. And so if you add 7.10 days and go forward, starting November 12th, add the 7 days, that's going to get us to about the old high. This is all my opinion, of about 450 Chainlink around November 19th. So I think Chainlink for the next 7 days, I think it's going to be a good play. I own Chainlink right now. It doesn't mean any of this will happen. It just based on pattern recognition and what I've seen with Ethereum, I see something similar playing out with Chainlink. So it is possible that it may go to the old high, then come down, or like how EOS, now EOS did the same thing. It did a consolidation and then it broke out, did another consolidation, then broke out, did another one, broke out, did another one. It did it over and over and over and took off. But, you know, ultimately both of them, and this is EOS here, both of them ended up going higher than their old high. EOS went about, I think, 20% higher. Ethereum, $15 to 21. That was about, Ethereum went higher on a percentage basis to its old high, but it went to its old, it's from here, it went up to its old high, then consolidated again, then broke out. EOS just kind of shot right through it. This would have been EOS's old high of 1786, so about right there. And then for a couple days, shot past it. So it's hard to say exactly what it'll do. There's two scenarios here with Chainlink. It goes to its old high, consolidates, then breaks. Or like EOS, it pretty much just shot right through it. And so I'm expecting, but either of the two, depending on no matter what happens, I'm expecting with Chainlink something similar over the next 6 or 7 days to about the 19th or 20th, going to its old high, 430, 440, 450. And then from there, we'll see. We'll just have to evaluate it. I'll evaluate it in a week from now and see where I think we're at. But I think Chainlink's a good play for the next week or so. And I do own it. That's part of my disclaimer. And so, based on everything I see, that's about where I think we're at. And so I want to keep this at about 14, 15 minutes. We're right dead on. And so that's it for today. If you liked the video, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I want to thank you for coming over to Blockchain Silver. And remember to stay safe out there.